Sir Howard Davies says there is a very tight time frame for ministers to prevent exodus of city jobs with transitional arrangements. March of time. A deal needs to be done on transitional arrangements before jobs move elsewhere. Getty. Brexit will cause considerable damage to the city and will result in job losses, the chairman of RBS has warned. Sir Howard Davies said there was now a very tight time frame for ministers to define transitional arrangements to prevent an exodus of city jobs. He believes there will definitely be a cost to British jobs, but said there was still time for Britain to negotiate enough market access to minimise the cost. Sir Howard said there were some business concerns that it is taking quite a long time to get to the nitty-gritty of what a new trading relationship with the EU would be. Certainly some time, I think, has been wasted up to now in negotiations, which haven't really got anywhere, he told Sky News Sunday. With Niall Patterson asked if the government recognised the banking sector was already beginning to suffer, he said, "I hope so, because we keep telling them, and I think the financial sector has been telling them very firmly. Now some of this of course is inevitable. I'm afraid that if we go in for Brexit we will find that jobs will leave the city and there will be a rebalancing of financial activity within Europe." With the publication of a series of position papers and meetings with business leaders of a more intense kind than before, there were signs the government do appreciate that it is really urgent to get to the proper negotiations. The Prime Minister's Florence speech was a significant step forward, but whether a big enough step to unblock the negotiations, we'll only see in the next few weeks. Bank on it. RBS chairman Sir Howard Davies said jobs will leave the city if Brexit happens. He added, "So the game is, can we provide an outcome which minimises the cost? It will not remove it, it will definitely be a cost, and the question is, can we negotiate enough market access so that cost is at the margin, is a few thousand people and not tens of thousands." He also said he believes a no-deal scenario would be bad news and could potentially lead to some quite large moves of people. Signs of the Brexit impact, he added, could already be seen with the fall in London property prices. His warning comes as Paris and Berlin are reportedly preparing to reject requests for Brexit talks to move on to a possible transitional arrangement until the so-called divorce bill is settled. According to the Financial Times, any hope of moving on to a discussion about establishing a transitional deal will be effectively vetoed by France and Germany, until the question of the UK's exit settlement is fully agreed. Earlier this week, a leading business association warned German companies operating in the UK to start preparing for a very hard Brexit, in which the UK left the EU with no trading arrangements in place. This would lead to the immediate imposition of large tariffs on cars and other goods, and the possibility of customs checks and huge tailbacks at Dover. Additional reporting by PA. More about RBS Brexit. Sir Howard Davies. City jobs reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.